Hi, Lindsay.
Hi. Hi,
It's
everyone.
it's been a minute, hasn't
It
it?
has been a minute. I've been out of
Welcome back.
town. Been doing
Welcome
shit.
back
I'm
to.
sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I got your back. Welcome back to Girl to Girl.
Yeah, welcome back, everybody. So, record on Sundays, but we have a little
Girl.
girl.
Girl. Oh my goodness.
Ha! Let me start out by saying this person gives me the ick.
He gives me the ick too, so it's okay.
Oh, like so bad.
He gave me the ick first, and then you got the ick.
Well,
Or
maybe around the
well,
same time, actually. I think.
yeah, actually, probably like around the
Yeah.
same time exactly. We were like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah. So I have to tell you what happened, Beth. Okay. Let me tell you guys, let's have a story time.
Hit me with it.
So I started getting these like weird text messages from like numbers I didn't know. And it would be like, hey, do you want to get dinner tonight? Like, what are you doing? I miss seeing you. Like all this shit. And I was like, who the
Really
fuck is
weird.
this?
Well, and personal messages too, because at first I was like, Lindsay, these are probably just a scam. But then you're
Yeah.
like, no, like they're saying shit to me that like one would know.
Yeah. Well, they're saying shit to me like it's like somebody that you dated or something. It would be like, hey, oh my God, I wish I could see you and all this stuff. And I was like, who the fuck is this? And so I realized that it must have been like I would ask who it was, and a lot of times they would never say, or I would just block it and report it as spam
Right. That's usually what I do too.
because it was happening like every couple of days. So the first time I was like, who is this? And they never answered. And then the next like 20 times, I just was like, delete report.
Yeah, because this has been
So,
going on for a while, right? Like the last few
yeah,
months.
well, definitely over a month. So there's one person who really made an effort to still contact me, even if it was only a couple of times after I blocked them.
Yeah, and from like different profiles, different numbers. Didn't like weren't there some like text app numbers there too? Like,
I don't remember, but
well,
it was definitely,
I remember I looked up one and it said it was like a text app. One of the numbers
yeah,
that you had sent me.
yeah. I decided to unblock this person.
I mean, we could
And,
say who it is, but I mean, he kind of
oh,
like
it's the
brought us
clown.
together.
It's the clown.
It's the
It's the
bozo
Yankee
clown.
Doodle Dandy clown.
The Brooklyn bozo decided to make
Yeah,
an appearance again in our lives.
yeah.
Guess he needed more recognition on our podcast because
Maybe. He needed something. I don't know what
be,
the fuck
well,
he needed.
we know from this encounter or your encounter that he is a listener, that he's given us some views.
Hi.
So
I hope you enjoy listening to this.
thank you for our only viewer.
Yeah,
No,
oh
I'm
my
just kidding.
God. I love that you pay attention to how many views we get.
Because we really
Fucking
don't.
weirdo.
Like, I mean, like I said, we do this because we want to do this. We're not doing
Yeah.
this to get famous. We're not doing this.
No.
I mean, it would be cool to eventually monetize, but this is a passion project of you and I's.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with fame, followers, validation, nothing. Me and Lindsay
No.
are doing this because we met each other and we both always wanted to start a podcast, and this just happened to be a good foundation for it. So that's all. That's really all.
Yeah. So let's get back to the fact that I unblocked this person and I just sent him a message. And I was like, hey, if it's you that's texting me from all these fucking numbers and shit, just stop.
Right.
I think I was even nice and said, please stop.
Yeah.
Please
Because
just stop.
I think I was even the one that was like, do you think it could be him? Like, and you were like, I thought about it, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
It could only have been because there's only been a handful of dudes that I've blocked here recently, but he was really the only one like Most of them got the clue. Like when they
Right.
realized that they were not their messages weren't being delivered and stuff, they just left me alone.
They weren't trying to take you out for an apology dinner.
Yeah. They weren't trying to take me out. Oh, excuse me, take, me and Donkey out to an apology dinner.
Oh, yeah, that's funny, but
Donkey's
we'll
the
get into
best
that in a
character
minute.
of Shrek.
Why don't you tell us what happened after you asked him if he was the one sending you these messages?
Oh my god. I wish I could like look at the messages verbatim while I'm doing this, but since I'm recording on my phone, I can't.
I'm like, "You
Oh,
sent
you
me a
have them.
screenshot."
That's right. I sent them to you.
I just have to go
Um,
back and dig, but yeah, I have the majority of them in here. I'm
so
sure I do.
yeah, it was basically like one of the first messages was, "How have you been?" And like, "What have you been up to? How are you?" Like, dude, I'm doing great. Like,
Yeah,
just
yeah, he
stop
kept trying to, like,
texting me.
small talk, right? Like, that's he was like, "Oh" hold on, if I can find them.
It was a lot of small talk and a lot of, and I was just like, I just
Oh
wanted to
my
just,
god, there's so many of them.
it was just one of those things where it was like, just stop. If you're who is texting me at all hours of the day and night, just stop it.
Yeah, and he was just like, "I'm not the one who's doing that. I forgot that you were,
You existed.
yeah, I forgot that you existed." Hold on, I'm really trying to find these. Okay. Oh, I found the first one. Just a sec. Oh, that's right. He, like, sent you a message asking if a random text was you or something, and you were like, "What? No,
Yeah.
where the fuck did that come from?" I was just gonna say, that's funny though, because obviously who knows what this dude is, like, getting himself into, and, you
Who
know
knows and who cares? I don't care. Just stay the fuck away from me, you
right.
fucking loser.
And
Anyway,
then and didn't respond to that, and he goes, "Aren't you up late usually?" And then you didn't respond, and then in the morning, the next morning, he was like, "Morning," with the monkey face and, like, the little hee hee,
yeah.
and then he's like, "So how have you been doing? It's been a while." And then here you were like, "No, that's not me." And then you were like, "Do you want me to read what you said?
Yeah,
Because
why
it's"
not?
you go, "And I got someone that munches me pretty much whenever I want with 0 expectations. Why would I ever text you and say that?" Oh, because like, random text or whatever was like, "I miss you," and, like, something about
Yeah.
eating ass, I don't fucking know, like
Yes. So
yeah, and
whoever
you
was
were pretty
texting
much
him,
like, "I have somebody that munches me, why the hell would I send you that?"
yeah, I'm not interested. No, thank you.
And
Not
then you
gracias.
and then you asked him how his wife was doing. And he goes, "Yeah, in whichever way." Oh, okay, wait. See, they're kinda, like, out of order. Y Oh, yeah, because he asked, "How have you been?"
Oh, I
And
said, how's your wife?
and he's like, "Yeah, whichever way you wanna call it, it wasn't a real marriage because it was" what was it? A business decision?
For a bit for business or something.
Oh, business
Whatever, dude. You had a legal document. You were married.
yeah. We saw the marriage certificate.
Yeah, you
Um,
were married.
that oh, yeah, he tried to say he wasn't married, and you were like, "Oh, what about, like, the marriage certificate?" And he was like, "It wasn't a legitimate marriage." Excuse me, sir, when you have a marriage certificate, that means your marriage is legitimate.
Yeah, it's filed with the state and shit. What the fuck?
Continues to try to, like, defend himself and his marriage and how it was a business proposition and how they never really even liked each other, and it was just for the daughter, but in reality, well, he says that she's a liar. I mean, who knows? They really could be both fucked up and liars at this point. We really
Yeah.
don't fucking know,
Well, yeah,
either
because
way.
what she told us was different.
Right, but I still believe her over him any fucking day because how
Oh
many
yeah.
lies did I catch him in? Like
Caught in lies in this text thread.
yeah, like he even said, "I'm not married." Okay, there's a marriage certificate. You are married. Let's go back to all this too, because I want to specifically point out that if you are in a marriage, even for a business, purpose, or there's no real feelings there or whatever, you are honest about it up front. You don't hide it. You say, hey, yeah, like this is the situation I'm in. Like, are you cool with it? Because if I would have known that immediately, you fucking bozo, like I would have never even continued with you. And you know that. He damn well knows that. And that's why he lies about it, because he knows no chick wants to fuck with a married dude, period. Separated or not. Like,
Yeah. None of the chicks he's trying to get anyway want to fuck with a married guy.
right. And like, especially when you're sitting here saying you want to find your partner and you're serious about settling down and stuff, like, no, when you're telling somebody that, you have to tell it with a foundation of honesty and truth
Yeah.
and not on a lie. Like, that was the start of everything right there, was that initial lie that he told me that he was just here to take care of his baby mama and daughter. Like, no, flat fucking out lie. Okay.
Well, I think not long after that is when he said something. What did he say? Do you think I'm a loser? And I was
No,
like, I mean, yeah.
at first, he was like, anyways, is that all? Or would you like to actually hang out sometime? And you're like, as friends? And you're like, I literally don't care that much. I'm not into dating married people. It gives me the ick. And then he's like, oh, you say like as friends? And he's like, call me. I wouldn't mind seeing your face and hearing your voice. And then he's like, were we ever more than friends to begin with, hun? Although on this cold ass day, I would take your warm ass fuck apartment.
Of course, because who knows if he's still hoeing for a home or not.
Go.
He tried to tell me that his wife left him, and I'm like, whatever, I don't care. Like, I literally don't care.
Oh yeah, didn't he say that she moved out in March?
I don't think he gave a month.
No, he did. He said March. You literally
Oh.
sent me every fucking part of this conversation.
Well, I mean, I sent it to you, but that doesn't mean I
No, I
necessarily read all
remember
of
he
his
did say
messages.
that. I'm looking, yeah, he said something about that.
My favorite is when he was like, are you trying to say that I'm a loser? Or do you think
Oh
I'm a
yeah, that was
loser?
like way later though too. That was because you kept going back to like the number thing, and you were like, "I'm trying to figure this out," and he was like, "It's not me. I know I don't know your number. I deleted it a long time ago." And let's face it, whatever happened almost a year, half a year ago. So whoever who hit you up might be the same person that texts me, cough cough, Beth.
But
like
I was
I
like, it's not Beth.
Like, I have the desire or free time at all to text this dude. I don't even have his fucking number anymore. Like, I'm sorry, bozo, that you really hoped it was me. It wasn't me at all. Don't know what to tell ya. Whoever is making you think it's me, like, well, they must be a viewer too. So, hi.
Well, and remember in the screenshot he sent me of the message, it said, I was hoping you would be Lindsay. I liked her.
Oh yeah, yeah. He like wanted it to be you. So then he's like, it's just kind of weird that like both of these people are texting me at the same time and it's not Beth. No, it's not me. It's not me, you bozo. Like, fuck. You probably have like 100 fucking different girls that it could be. Like, I'm sorry you're getting fucked with. Maybe you shouldn't go around and use people the way you do. And
Yeah, maybe you should be like a
well,
nice guy.
there's an idea.
Maybe you should grow up.
Oh
That's
yeah, so
that's
then he keeps going on like, anyway, unless you want to hang out, I guess you should go back to blocking me. And then you're like, bad grammar makes my eye twitch, dude. You asked him why you wanted to hang out. Oh yeah, but then he called you a troll. But he still wants to hang out with you, even though you're a troll.
yeah.
So then, and he goes, you ask him why, and you're like, why? He's like, why not? I never not liked you. But he called you a troll like 2 messages before that.
He doesn't make any sense. My favorite is when it gets down to where he's obviously seeking my validation and
Okay,
he's
but I
wanting
love
me to.
you too, because you're like, and Beth wouldn't text me weird ass shit. Like, she's a cool ass chick. She's busy doing other things and matching with my gym crush.
And he said, your
Oh.
gym crush is probably 400 pounds. And I was like, what? I was like, no,
Oh, then he
he's
invited
not.
you to come to his house to see that the wife moved out.
Yeah, he invited me to come to his house to see that the wife moved out.
You should have been like, sure, and then we both should have shown up.
So I
That
just
would
need to
have been
bring a
so
friend.
funny. No, we wouldn't even tell him. We would just go together and show up. That would have been
God.
hilarious. Okay, anyway. So then he's like, well, it's a good thing we dated for about a week. Anyways, that's all. And then he keeps asking to hang out. And that's when I was finally like, you should be like, we can hang out again if I can bring Beth with me, or if Beth can come.
Yeah, if Beth can come. And he said, why would I want to have dinner with the donkey from Shrek? And I was like, Donkey was the best character. The fuck?
That was so funny. Yeah, like, because you brought up the apology dinner again, and
Yeah.
you're like,
I
you
said, I
can
thought you
take,
wanted to take me on some apology dinner.
and he's like, yeah, we can do that, or we're like, okay, as long as
Beth can
Beth
come.
can come. And then he made that donkey joke. Yeah, I think it's a joke, just to let you know, because it was fucking hilarious. Like, I laughed. I laughed. Bozo. Donkey face right here. Does it look like I care?
We know he's listening to this, everybody. So it's like,
Yeah, and we
because he
know this
kept bringing it
because
up to me.
he
He kept
kept
bringing it
bringing,
up to me, and he kept
yeah,
talking about the episodes that we had and all this stuff. So he's been like paying attention. So for all I know, he could be the person that's messaging me.
I honestly think he was. That's just
Mm.
my opinion. Like,
So it's
I mean,
like,
who knows? But like, just knowing this guy and like, it feeds on drama. It's like the way he feeds his soul. So it wouldn't surprise me if he is the one fucking with you.
but I mean,
Oh yeah, he's like,
I did enjoy calling him a loser at least 5 times. And he was
oh yeah,
still like,
yeah,
"So
you
when are
did.
we gonna hang out?" And he kept talking about how
You're
good
like,
my
oh, bye, loser.
he kept talking
And,
my business is, and I was like, "My lady
yeah, he kept
bits."
comparing mine to yours, saying
And I'm
mine
like,
was worse. And
I got so mad at that.
that's the reason he wanted to hang out with you and not me, was because mine's trash and yours isn't. And I'm like, dude,
According to him.
you're just proving once again why we don't like you, is because you're basing the value of a woman off of her vajayjay and nothing else.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's icky. No one wants a man who does that. Like, I'm not lonely. I'm not sad over you. Okay, I'm gonna tell him this, like, because he's
We
listening. We know this. I was sad for like 24 hours until I found out about your girlfriend that you had cheated on me with on New Year's Eve. On the same night, you were actually trying to get with Lindsay too. So that's 3 girls one night. And I knew you were a cheater. I was not sad anymore because
yeah.
I fucking knew you were a cheater.
Yeah.
I actually regretted that I was sad. Like,
Yeah.
I'm pissed at myself because I was sad over you disgusting ass fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like, and no, the last half of a year, whatever, 5, 4 months, I have been nothing but happy. So, you can suck it. Suck my nasty vagina. Like, suck it, eat it, blow it, whatever you want to do, because I really don't give a shit. Anyway, sorry. I just think it's funny because that was like the other thing he kept saying in your messages was like, oh, Beth is doing this because she's desperate and lonely and
Well, and that's why I
she's
said she's not desperate.
not
I'm
at
like,
all.
I was like, dude, you're trying to compare us for one, and that's not a thing, and it's not cool, and it's not okay. But like, he did block me today, by the way, everyone,
Yes, he did.
because I just told him what was up, and he don't like that.
So yeah,
I got a
then
good giggle out of it. Me and Beth have been laughing about it all day.
like once again, I'm reading these texts again, and once again, you're like, you've made several comments about wanting to hang out. What he's like, I never disliked you, and I'm always down to hang out with a beautiful woman. And then he's, you didn't reply for a minute and he's like, so when should we hang out? And that's when you're like, and Beth comes.
Well, and he kept saying a beautiful woman with good pussy. And I
And
was
you're
like,
like, can you even hang
gross.
out with a chick without being sexual, like in a non-sexual way?
Yeah. No,
He's
he
like, you
can't.
should get better friends. You're like, I have great friends.
I do. I don't need, I mean, if he thinks he's any judgment of character, boy, please. Literal,
You
literally,
know,
please.
and the other thing I'm just gonna point out here about this guy that is just such a huge red flag is that he just continues to degrade women and his messages to you. He's degrading the ex-girlfriend, he's degrading me, he degraded the wife, all within like a fucking 15-minute period. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but if you're a man who cares about women, you do not go talk shit about them, no matter what they
Mm,
did about you or to you. And
no,
I mean, I sound like a hypocrite because here we are talking shit about
dude,
him.
he, whatever.
But the difference is like you and I don't go intentionally try and hurt people and do this kind of shit. So
No. And when we're talking shit about our experience and how shitty he was. So it's like what always got me about him, even before you and I first met, you love me roasting him because look at your face.
and I'm reading the text. Then he all randomly says this fucking stupid thing about I was at the bar the other night hanging out with a couple of girls I met, just being friendly, and this one girl hitting on dudes, and then an hour later I see her crying about how this guy said he didn't want anything serious with her. Like, does that even make sense? You're flirting and dancing with guys, but gonna cry over another guy? Shake my head.
Literally does the same shit.
But like, oh yeah, because then he kept saying how he missed his ex fiance, didn't he? Like in New Jersey, he kept saying, "Oh, but we reminisced," and then he like kept sending you screenshots of like their conversation too.
Yeah, and pictures of them. I don't understand. This is something that Bozo has done that I have never understood. He sends me screenshots of pictures or screenshots
Well,
of
that's how
text
you found
messages.
me. Was
I
because he
mean,
sent you a screenshot of
that's how
our
I found
text.
you. Yeah. He sends me screenshots of text messages, pictures of him and other women and stuff. And I'm like, what is the point of doing this? Like, it does not make you look cool. Like, if I've already told you, probably at that point in the thread, at least 3 times that you're a loser, I'm gonna. What did I say to him? You trying to convince me that you're a good person should be studied. I'm like, dude, I think you're a loser. You're not gonna, you talk shit about women. You're a fucking red pill manosphere ass motherfucker
Oh,
that
dude,
thinks
he
that you're
is
God's gift.
totally. If you want a better picture of what this man is like and what, actually, there's a whole fucking culture of him now, and it's disgusting. But go watch The Manosphere on Netflix. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, this guy falls right in line with them.
Yep.
Um, so he's like, he said, he kept talking shit about me, but he's like, because the dumb bitch thought it was cool to blast me all over the internet for no reason.
Yeah,
and then
for
you're
no
like,
reason.
And then you're like, dude, it was literally multiple women. We created the podcast. I made the logo. And then, like, he still is trying to hang out with you, even though you're sitting here doing this podcast with me, exposing him. Literally, my other half to all of this.
Oh,
he
this is why I tell him he's a clown.
and
Because
then
or
he
one of the many
thinks
reasons.
and then he thinks I'm the desperate one.
Dude, well, and the thing is when he tried to say, well,
Oh my
it's not me
god.
messaging you. Why would you even think that? And I'm like, well, considering that you're the one of the only men that's messaged me after I blocked them from other accounts.
Can I just
And
show I just want to show this like one screenshot because it
yeah, there you go. Oh, he was spiraling. Mhm.
he was just spiraling. Okay, so what's funny though? This one's funny because spelled women again wrong. And you were like, woman, woman, bozo, woman, the singular. And then he's like, tomato, tomato. I'm like, that right there proves how much of a fucking idiot you are and how uneducated you are. woman and woman mean two different things. Tomato,
Yeah.
tomato means the same thing. Just a lesson for you, bozo.
Yeah.
Since you're listening.
Woman with an A is singular. Women is plural. So he would always tell me, "You think I can't get woman?" And I was so tempted to be like, "I'm so glad that you found one woman.
Right.
So
Once
glad
again,
for you."
woman is all women.
Yeah.
Woman is one woman.
Yeah.
Tomato,
And
tomato is a
he can do
tomato.
it with men and man, so I don't understand why he doesn't get women and woman. It doesn't.
And brozo. Brooklyn, the freaking brozo clown. Tomato, tomato, tomato is the same thing. There's not two differences. So I just kept going back to that because he was like tomato, tomato. Like, no, you are so uneducated. So yeah, and then he goes on a he just spirals. Like I said, you say one thing that he said something else. He's like, yeah, the amount of defamation of character she did. Another learning lesson for you, bozo. It's not defamation, but
When
it's
it's true.
true. You
Yeah.
cheated on me with the wife, the girlfriend, and Lindsey, all within the same week, dude. That's
And there's
cheating.
probably others, to be honest.
You can sit there and say you only dated me for so long, that you were ghosting. Oh, didn't he say that he tried to ghost me too? He's like,
Yeah.
you try to ghost a bitch and then she just keeps coming back. No, you never tried to ghost me. You sat there and kept texting me. You wanted to bring plants over to me. You did not try and ghost me at all. You were leading me on, actually. Like, if you want to put the real definition onto it.
He was just trying to keep the option open for whoever was going to let him move in.
Well, yeah, and I know that, but
Because he
that's what
was
I'm
coming for
saying.
a home.
It doesn't matter his reason. At the end of the day, you were using me. Like,
Yeah.
period. I was being used and I found out and I caught you, and now you're just mad because you got caught. And I told you, you met the wrong bitch. I told you this from the beginning. I fucking remember sitting there in a fucking chair with you on our first date telling you exactly who I am. And you listened and you ate it up. You fucking loved it. And now here you are mad because I'm true to my word and who I am.
Because he's a fraud.
Mic
He's
drop.
a con. He was trying to tell me what a playa he was. You know,
Mic drop.
he was trying to tell me what a playa he was.
That's just
While
so
flip
funny.
flopping between saying awful shit and then asking me if we can hang out and then saying, "You really think I'm a loser?" And then going back to asking me if we can hang out again and then being like,
Yeah.
"You really think this kind of person is a loser, Lindsey? Look at me being the good son and the good
Oh,
father."
yeah. He kept going back to that as well. He kept, I lost my place in our text messages. Damn
He
it.
was seeking validation from me that he's never going to get.
Oh yeah. He kept saying that I was like obsessed with him. I'm not obsessed at all with you guys. Like,
He wants us to be obsessed with him. Now, does talking about how stupid he is make good content sometimes?
oh
Yeah,
yeah. Oh
because
yeah.
he's fucking stupid.
Then he
But
asks you what the definition of a good person is and a good father. And then he sends you the same picture of him and his daughter that he sent me back in December on the night that he went on the first date with me. So you're seriously trying to defend yourself that you're a good father by sending a photo that you took with your daughter over 6 months ago.
yeah,
That's not a good father. That doesn't prove anything. We can all
no,
fucking send pictures with our children. Being a good father is actually showing up for them day in, day out and not letting anything come above that. Let's not fucking going off seeing a random chicks every night and leaving her home alone with mom, especially when mom is sick with cancer. Like,
yep,
that's the
yep,
opposite of a good person and a good father. Like, a good father would have been telling me, like, hey, actually, I don't think right now is a good time for me to date anybody because I have, a sick baby mama and I'm trying to get away from her and take care of my daughter. That's a good person.
yep.
Yeah, and then he's like, I'm good to my family. They don't think I'm a loser. And then he's
You
like,
can go
hey,
ahead and read my messages, Beth. I don't care if the
Oh,
internet
yeah,
knows what I
I
said.
am.
You can read them verbatim.
You're like, "Are you about to crash out again?" What truly is funny is that you have made several attempts in talking to you today to try and hang out with me. Talk to me on the phone, get me to send you photos, give me the compliments, all this kind of stuff when you gave me a bigger ick than you gave Beth. So you think that she's like a psycho, but you're wanting to be close to me? Like, what?
Boy, please.
And then he's like, actually, you two came back into my life. I never came back into your life, dude. I mean, maybe like on the back end of Lindsey here and like telling her what to send and shit. Sure, yeah. And doing this podcast. But no, dude, your number's been long gone. I don't even fucking know it. I don't give a shit about you at all.
Yeah,
So,
and the only reason why I reached out to him is because of these weird fucking texts that I get at all hours. Because I thought,
oh yeah.
you
And then
know,
he's like, oh, wait, you don't think I'm a good person because I fucked a lot of women over the past year. I'm a bad guy.
yeah,
And then he tries to go on, coming from a person who hasn't amounted to much of any substance in her life. How old are you now? See, like, that's what I mean. As soon as you fucking confront him with any truth of his that's actually true, he gets immediately defensive and comes back at you.
yeah.
And
But
I
you
mean,
can
I'm
keep
sorry.
reading because I roasted him
And then once again, you said woman with the capital. And then he's like,
with
hey,
the
you care
capital
about
E.
No, he's like, hey, you got something on me. You care about grammar. He's like, I'll take my kids over caring about grammar and people who actually love me. Who loves you? And then he like goes off and tries to brag about shit that he does with his family. Then he's like, yeah, sorry, but Lindsey, you aren't a valuable person. I'm done being nice. And then you're like, the last opinion on earth that I care about is yours. You're literally a loser. I've told you that more than once today, and you still want to hang out. And then he goes, why not? Have I lied? I believe I said I would try.
Again!
I believe I said, why would I not try to hang out with a beautiful woman who has a good pussy? What makes me a loser? Clearly, I'm not a loser to my family. No one cares how you look to your family because you probably had a really rough childhood, and I kind of feel sad for you because who knows what kind of history is there. So, and it's
Yeah,
probably nothing good. And oh yeah, and then he sends a picture of like blankets, it looks like on a
yeah.
bed, and
It looks like
says, I'm not a
a,
loser to this chick.
a wad of blankets. There's no face, there's no nothing. It doesn't even look like anything.
It's like dark.
I
It's
laughed at the image. Like, I
I
put
mean,
a
I
laugh
could show
emoji
it.
on. No, don't. But I laughed at the image.
Yeah, you can't see shit in it. He's like, I'm not a loser to this chick. She's been watching our combo the entire night. Okay, I want to stop on this too because once again, if you have a chick over in your bed right now and you're talking shit to you, Lindsey, or another girl, whoever this girl is, if she's really there, is a fucking loser just like you. So, like, you guys belong together.
Yeah.
Because one, a woman who, has a straight mind on her head is not going to fucking sit there and allow another man to talk shit about girls or women.
Well,
Like,
and
we're
he's
just not.
and the fact that,
Like,
like, the whole time he was like, "Let's hang out," and he kept talking about me having a good pussy or whatever, and it's
right.
like, most girls are not gonna like you saying that in front of them about
Right,
another
like, you're such a
woman.
liar, like, we all fucking know that's not the case here.
Yeah.
There's no and then what did I say when you sent me that? I was like, "Oh, it's probably just the
His
wife."
wife.
Yeah, she probably never moved out. And then, I think you said that too. That was, like, at the point, though, you were like, "I'm just gonna let him fucking crash out and spiral and not respond," you know?
And so I responded this morning, and
Yes.
my bestie said that I went in, but he blocked me because of what I said today.
You go, well, this is definitely one thing that makes you a loser. Your little red pill brain values women by her pussy when who values you for your dick? literally no one. The length might be nice. Lindsay, it's not. Like,
I mean, it's okay. It's okay. It's not
it is below
anything to write
average.
home
I
about.
mean, for me, I'm sorry for like family and people who have to listen to this, but he was literally one of the smallest penises I've ever had. So, length, girth, whatever, no, he was still small. So, sorry, you have a micro penis. And what's hilarious is he like tried to joke with me before we had sex that he had a micro penis.
Because
And
he's
then like
insecure about it.
and then I really saw it and I was like, "Oh fuck, like you weren't kidding."
He's insecure about it.
Anyway, so you're like, the length must be nice, but it's definitely not that fat dick you want to commit to. You're pretty good at eating pussy though, I'll give you that. And then you're like, oh yeah, we didn't even touch on this subject, which I would love for you to go on a rant about him making a comment about you not
Yeah.
having children.
Yeah. So he tried to put me down for not having kids and was like, he tried to like basically say, like, it's not my fault you couldn't find somebody that wanted to have kids with you. And the
Mhm.
thing is that I chose not to have kids.
I don't understand why
I
men.
chose.
Well, and this is another example of why he fits so well under the red pill category of men, is because he thinks that it's not up to the women to choose if we want to have kids or not, when in reality, it's all up to us. It's not up to
Yeah.
you. It's not up
Yeah.
to anyone else. It's our bodies, it's what we want and what we want to put ourselves through. I mean, and I'll stand on that fucking hill until I die. So,
Yeah. I mean, I've been on birth control forever. And I
yeah,
pointed that out to him. I've had an abortion and stuff. Like, I made choices not to have children. Now, I still have years left that I could have kids. If I fell in love with somebody and they really wanted that, I'm not going to deprive them of that. I would
yeah,
be willing to make that, but it's not something that I feel like I need for me.
right.
Like, I don't need
Exactly.
it to feel fulfilled. And if he could open up his little fucking manosphere brain enough to realize, like, the birth rate is dropping
I know
and
so many
birth
people who
control
are
use
choosing.
is increasing. Women
I've
are
heard
choosing not to have babies.
I've heard yeah, I know so many people, including myself, who have chosen not to have, well, I have a kid, as you guys all know, but choosing not to have another kid, like I made that decision long ago and I've stood firm on it. And it's one of the things I'll never, ever, ever let a man decide for me. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
So
Um,
he thought he was putting me down, and it's like, dude, for one, like, the way he tries to act like he's like the pinnacle of a dad, and it's like, didn't you sign your rights away over your boys because you didn't want to pay the bitch child support?
yep, that's
Isn't that what
exactly
you
what he
did?
told
Like,
me.
yeah, you didn't want your baby mama of
And
those
I mean,
kids to have any
there's
money.
right. There's literally shit that he's told me that is like CPS reportable too.
Yeah, like,
Like, I ain't gonna
he's
say this out loud, but like for him to sit there and try and claim that he's a good father is beyond me. Beyond fucking me. Like, sure,
it's
you fucking might
laughable.
live in the same apartment as your daughter, but you sure fucking aren't putting her first like a parent does. My whole That's why I've been single for so long, is because my whole life revolved around my child when she was younger and when I was raising her. I just started taking dating seriously when my daughter turned like 17. It's not because I am lonely and I think I'm ugly and I can't get any men. It's because I chose this for myself because I
Yeah.
wanted that. Another thing I want to say, if I did want to get some, I could just go swipe right on all my likes on Facebook and have an inbox full of fucking dick if I wanted it. I mean,
Yeah.
truly, truly. But no thanks, because they're all disgusting fucking pieces of shit, just like you, for the most part.
Oh, and I did also want to mention, because I meant to mention this earlier. So he kept bringing up my muncher,
Oh, yeah.
you know, who's like my friend with benefits. and
Right.
we're both like in different places. It's just a, like a,
It's a
like a friend with
very
benefits.
it's a very mutual respectable agreement that you and
Yeah,
him have. Yes.
and we only hang out like every now and then. It's not
Mhm.
like it was just recently, and then before that it was New Year's Eve.
Right.
But I
It's not
think
even
the
like all the
reason
time.
why he's so bothered is because on New Year's Eve, he was messaging me, trying to get me to hang out with him, like, all throughout the day, and I was like, "No, no, 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 no. No,
All
no,
while
no."
ditching me and having to work.
Yeah. So, he was trying to get me to hang out with him, and and I have all of this in receipts, bozo, since you love to talk about that, and I blew him off and instead chose to go hang out with this person. So he's
Right.
real butthurt about that, I guess, because he continuously brings it up in the text thread of yesterday, yesterday. Because I
Yeah,
texted
because this
him,
all happened, like, within the last couple days, so me and Lindsay were like,
yeah,
"Girl, we need to get on and fucking record while it's
well,
fresh and
while it's
hot
fresh,
and
and
it's
because
piping."
we
I wanted
know,
to go back to the child thing about him making comments about you not wanting or having children
yeah, you
because
can read what I
you
said.
yeah, I wanted to read what you had told him. You're like, "Procreation with a man is not the pinnacle of life for women." Amen, especially you Manosphere bros. Like, who wants to make a baby with most men out here? You're disrespectful, mis I never can say that word.
Misogynistic.
Misogynistic, fake alpha, and on and on and on. And just so you know, I've had an abortion in a relationship. Okay, I'm gonna stop there and just make a comment because any man who cares about you, Lindsay, or anyone would respect you for that and not put you down for that. And, you know, that is something that's hard. It's a hard choice to make. It's not easy. So I just want to take the time to just recognize that and to let you know that any fucking man who does love you is not going to say anything like, about that and
Yeah.
care about that. They're going to respect you and your decision. But you know this. And then you go, because I was not ready, nor did I view him as a healthy co parent. He fought me on it, and ultimately I chose to walk away from the 5 years. I chose. Exactly. You chose. And then you go on and say, I know you red pill guys can't wrap your brains around that we don't want to make babies with you all. You are not safe spaces, and plenty of us do not need kids to be happy. Hello. Look at the decline of the birth rate and increase in birth control. And
Yeah, it's
then,
like a global thing. It's not just,
right,
here in this
it's
little pocket of people in Denver,
no.
Colorado.
And I
It's
want to
like a
say
thing.
that is a big portion of why is because, I want to say that's at least 70% of the reason why is because of men. But also to add on that, like our economy is shit. It's really fucking hard to survive. Like there are so many reasons people are choosing not to have kids. It's
Yeah.
definitely the last reason people are choosing not to have kids is because we can't find somebody.
Yeah,
Like that's
but
like
that's all he can validate
right.
for himself because he thinks his worth. If we really want to talk about Bozo's insecurities deep down, I know you're listening, love. If we really want to talk about your insecurities, I think your only true value that you see in yourself in your delulu fucking brain is that you can knot somebody up. And then you want to like fake control them, which also isn't love. And that's also an insecurity because if you feel a need that you have to control a woman, you're doing is letting us know what a little beta bitch you are,
Mhm.
Mr. Alpha.
A
That's all I have to
true
say.
alpha, genuine man is going to let their women live in their independence and their freedom and make their own decisions. And, that's where I thrive. So, Ciceron wants to say that he broke up with me first and so and so and so. No. Actually, what happened was I caught you cheating and you knew I was going to break up with you. So you broke up with me first because I just didn't have proof.
Yeah.
That's that's the reality. 'Cause I
Well,
didn't have
and
proof until after he decided that he didn't wanna be with me anymore, you know? Like, and the other thing is I knew at the beginning, I'm like, I already saw it being a doom from the beginning because one, I cannot be controlled. I am a very free-spirited, free-willed girl. You know this, Lindsay. You see how I
Yeah.
am. It's hard for anyone to control me. I'm a Taurus at heart in that sense. Like, I'm very stubborn, hard-headed. He would have broke up with me probably in a week anyway because I wouldn't put up with his shit. So, whatever. Anyway,
Well, and in all honesty, like all this manosphere stuff and real alpha men, even though I hate using that term, they don't fucking talk about being alpha men.
no.
Real
Well, and they
alpha men don't even talk about alpha shit. They're not, that's all fake fucking dudes that need to call themselves alpha to validate themselves.
right,
And
right.
oh, we did forget to mention how I said he was for the streets and he got really mad about that.
He was like, "For the streets?" Yeah,
For
dude, you
the
probably were raised on
streets.
the fucking street. Didn't he say he was raised on the streets of Brooklyn?
I don't know, but he's for the streets. And
Okay,
that's when
so
he started trying to send me all that stuff about his ex and how he missed her. And I was like, well, then go
yeah.
back to her
Oh yeah, I
because
told
we
him that.
don't
I
want
told
you.
you that. Didn't I? So I told you to say that. I was like, you should tell
Well,
him to
I
go
was already
back to
thinking
her.
it too, but yes.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay. I'm gonna read you the last. Oh, before I read the last message that you sent because it's the best one. Um, I wanted to touch on how also we were inviting him to come on the podcast, or I did.
Yeah.
So
So,
uh,
let's just preface this. So I went to the gym and he was messaging me all this stuff and I was fucking doing Bulgarian split squats and I went up in weight, by the way, so I was really proud about that. Anyway, so I was doing Bulgarians and, he was messaging me and then he was like, you could tell he was getting antsy because I wasn't replying. And I was like, I finally said, I'm at the gym.
yeah,
And meanwhile, I have now told Beth that he's like talking all this shit. Actually, I told Beth earlier in the day because he was being mean. Um, so I told Beth a little earlier that he was talking all this shit. And so she decides to message him. And she goes and unblocks him on Facebook or whatever and messages him.
Instagram.
Instagram, where it was a platform. She goes and unblocks him and messages him, and he sends me a screenshot. And
I don't even remember what I. Oh, I was just like, hey, I heard your name coming from my mouth. If you want to talk about me, you should
or
come be a
mine,
guest
you
on.
other way around. I heard my name coming from your mouth.
Yeah, and then I was like, if you're gonna talk all this shit, you should just come on my podcast.
And so he was like, I'm not coming on the podcast. Da 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 da.
And mind you, you guys, he was bringing up our podcast before this. Like he knows we have our podcast. He told us that we're not doing well, so we know that he's keeping
He
tabs.
even knew how many episodes we have and how many followers. And he
Yeah,
knew what each episode was about. So we see you, Bozo. We know you're listening. We're so happy to have you as a fan because that's all you'll ever be is a fan bitch.
so anyway, yeah, I was like, I told him, I was like, you want to air all this out and tell your side? Come on my podcast. Like I'm so fucking down. Like I'm so
Yeah, because
down.
he kept putting Beth down and he kept critiquing her body and all this stuff. And being a girl's girl, I do not like that. You could tell he was trying to like compliment me and put you down at the same time. And I was like, fuck no, dude. Like, I'm not some dumb bitch that's gonna be like, oh, he complimented me. Like, I think you're a fucking trash can. Stop talking shit about my friend, you fucking micro dick little piece of shit motherfucker.
And I'm
Like,
just the
loser,
person.
you're a loser. I mean, I literally told this man he was a loser at least 5 times.
So
And
you
he
want
was
to know
still
what?
like,
You want to know
when are
what
we gonna
keeps
hang out?
you want to know what keeps coming to my mind every time you say loser? You know in
What?
Twister where he's like loser in the movie Twister?
I mean, he's a loser. He's a
Yeah.
loser.
So anyway, the offer's still on the table, bozo. If you want to be
Yeah.
famous and you
You
want
want to reach
followers
out.
and you want all this validation, and you want to, share your side of the story since you think you're so righteous and what you
Well,
did.
don't you remember one of the things that you
And
liked that I said? Beth, one of the things that you liked that I said when he said, "Y'all want me to come on the podcast?" And I was like, "Not we. You.
I,
Beth
or
invited you.
yeah,
Beth invited you. I don't
yeah,
want you to come on. Not I. Not we. She invited you. So if you want to accept Beth's invitation to come on our podcast, I will gladly roast the fuck out of you on the internet for the whole world to see.
and
I
that's the whole
I
thing.
don't
It's
care.
like he thinks that I'm so hurt by what he says to me. I'm like, no, come tell me to my face. Like,
He
that's the
doesn't have
person
the
I
balls
am.
to do that though.
Come tell me to my face, and then, we can go from there. Like, I can tell you what I really think of you. Like, we can air it out on my show.
Our show, but
Our
yeah.
show. Okay, but anyway, I wanna
You want to read the last message?
yeah, I do. Okay. So the last message that you sent before before that he blocked you after this one. He said something about how he's like, "Oh, I'm not posting bitches on my Instagram or something." And so you're like, "You're a loser. You're almost on the same or you are almost on the same delusions of grandeur level as Donald Trump. So spare me for the
Spare me.
what I love is for the Epsteinth time. You're Epstein.
I kept saying that to him. For the Fteenth time, it's women with a capital E.
And who the fuck checks your Instagram? I fucking don't because you're a clown. Yeah, we don't give a fuck about your Instagram either, dude. Is comical arguing with someone who's G's.
It's comical.
Okay.
I remember this part. It's comical arguing with somebody whose G spot is in their butthole while they puff up about being alpha and talk about being the champion of a dad, but yet they sign their rights away over money. Sounds like a loser to me.
And that was it. He blocked you.
Mhm.
But
Bye.
I mean,
Bye,
truly,
bozo.
truly though, I do want to end this episode, like wrap it up on the fact that like this is just a prime example of these manosphere men and these red pill fucking motherfuckers who think that they can control us.
They're not going to shut me up. They're not going to shut you up. They just
Right.
need to be put in their place. I don't, I'm not necessarily going to put
That's what
everybody
I
down. I
mean.
don't,
It's putting them in their place. It's making
yeah.
them realize that we're not gonna fucking stand for it. That this is no longer acceptable behavior. And the more
The
we
male
talk
loneliness epidemic will get worse and worse and worse the longer you continue to behave like
and
this.
the way that we fight against it is by doing this. Exactly what Lindsay and I are doing. We're talking about it. We're speaking about it. We're sharing our encounters and our experiences, and we're letting you guys know what they're saying to us so that you guys can go into your lives and recognize it when it's happening to you. Um, and also, like, while it is hilarious to us and we're laughing about it, like, it is very serious that this shit's happening. And it's like you said, it's an epidemic, and this shit is taking over our young males' minds. And it's scary as fuck. Like, I hope that more women like you and I come together and we continue to be activists and support and talk and make, you know, bring awareness to these types of men. And I will tell you, not all men are like this, but it is always a man, period.
Yeah.
Like, that's one of my
Yep.
favorite quotes lately because
Not all men, but it's always a man.
I will absolutely agree with the statement that it's not all men. Because I've had really great fucking men in my life. I've had a great father. I've had great brothers, great uncles, great male friends that all take care of me very well. And I love them dearly. But it's always a fucking man. You do not see women doing this. You don't see them texting from random numbers, calling you your shit trash. Like, that's just not I mean, maybe once in a blue moon, you run across that freaking crazy ass girl who's, been through fucking put the ringer, but
But she's usually been put through the ringer by a man.
well, yeah, and I mean, we can go into like a lot, there's a lot of that going on in just our society right now. So, but yeah, anyway, what an episode.
And I do want to say to close out our episode, I saw a really great quote today that said, "No woman has died waiting to marry the right man."
Mhm.
Like talking about women who get married older, but several women have died marrying the wrong one.
Right, right. And I just hope,
It's
you
true.
know, men who do listen to this, who are, feel like there is this really serious male loneliness epidemic, can just listen and hear what we're saying and just, you know, take acknowledge of it. That's all. And, put it into action and just be respectable. Like it's really, to me, it's not hard to just be kind and not talk shit and treat people like you want to be treated. Because I feel like at the end of the day, that's what it is. That's what it boils down to. It's basic human decency and respect. Like,
Well, and the thing is that for a lot of this male loneliness epidemic stuff to stop, it's going to take the good men getting
yeah.
involved and saying something.
So,
When they
yeah,
hear
I
their
want to,
friend, when they hear their friend making comments like Bozo did about who doesn't want to hang out with a beautiful woman with a good pussy, like a good man should say, "Don't talk about women like that."
or even a good woman. If there was truly a woman laying next to
Yeah.
him, she should have said something.
Yeah.
That's where
But
it
we know
starts.
there wasn't. It was probably a pile of pillows, wasn't
Oh,
it,
yeah.
Bozo?
And I also want to touch
Or
like
you're taking a selfie of your own body like this. Whatever,
it.
man.
And I also want to say that goes for like all the good men, in our lives. You guys hear something going down, you hear a man being disrespectful to one of the women in your lives, say something, put them in their
Yeah.
place, tell them it's wrong.
Because that's real. I mean, women can say stuff, yeah, but it really, because we've talked about this in a prior episode, men truly only seek the validation of other men.
Mhm.
So it is going to take the good men saying something. It is going to take the good men saying to their friends, even like, "Hey, don't talk
Yeah.
about women like that. Hey, don't
Right.
treat women like that." Like, it's going to take the men.
Yeah.
It
It
really
is.
is.
I 100% agree. Like that's what's going to change this. And
Hmm.
it's going to take those men also raising good men and etc.
Hmm.
And I have really good faith that, there are a lot of good men and that's possible. We just got to get there and we got to do it by, sticking together and just remembering at the heart and foundation of it all, it really just boils down to being kind and respectable and treating others like you want to be treated.
Yeah.
Like male, female, or male, female, binary, anyone, if we can just start treating people with a little bit more compassion and like we want to be treated, if we could just go down to those basics, I think it could really make a difference. So
Yep. No,
I
I
think
agree.
we've truly lost that in this society, sadly.
And to all of our listeners, we know that we talked a lot of shit in this episode,
Yes.
but it was warranted and it needed to be discussed because some of these dudes out here are just diabolical and they're delusional. And sometimes you just got to tell them like it is, because even though, like I've said a few times so far, even though I called this person a loser multiple times, he kept trying to spend time with me. So you've got,
Not
it's like,
not even spend time with you. He was just trying to get in your pants. That was it.
well, whatever, spend time. Same thing. That to me, that's spending time. But like,
Okay,
like
Miss Muncher Lindsay. No, I'm just kidding.
he's so vexed by that. So since you're listening, I love that you're so vexed by that because I would rather spend time with someone who is amazing and awesome and a
And who's
good
nice to
person
you.
and is like nice to everybody.
Hey,
Somebody
he
who is like
treats you
nice
like
as
you
fuck.
want to be treated and like
Yeah,
he
well,
wants to be treated.
yeah, not like a fucking beautiful person. We're just in different
Basic
places
human
in our
being.
life. Yeah, like a great person. You're really vexed that I chose to spend time with this person instead of you. And you chose to text me all night while you were out with your soon to be new girlfriend that
And
you wished
cheating
that
on
you were
your current girlfriend.
yeah, that you had wished you were spending time with me instead and then kept texting me because I wasn't responding because I was busy.
Anyway, we did. And like I said, I also want to end that with like people like him, they're not going to change. I know for people like them, if they're not going to change, if they can't sit there and have any kind of self reflection and realize that they're doing harm to others and try to make a change from that, then I'm going to try and smoke you out.
40 years old and he still thinks it's cool to be
Right.
a player in the streets.
No. If I had any inclination that this man is capable of redemption, then maybe I wouldn't smoke him out or talk shit or, you know, do what I'm doing. But at the end of the day, I've had it with these men treating me like shit. I've had it with um littling myself to fit into the
Yeah,
mold that they're making me be. And this is just my way of, releasing that. The podcast is our way of releasing that.
yep.
And like I said, to bring awareness and to hopefully change a little bit of this culture that we have going on.
Yeah, hopefully women will start listening and they'll start to feel safer and the men out there that choose to listen will
Hmm.
maybe take some of the things that we say to heart even though we can be brash.
Yeah.
All know that I can be abrasive. But even though we can be brash and abrasive and sometimes offensive, um that you'll actually listen to the point of what we're trying to make and
Well, I
be
can tell you
better.
right now that I know that I have a few guy friends that do listen and they are very proud of what we're doing. So they're out there. They are out there. And I know they are. And I'm going to give you guys a shout out. I appreciate you guys and being my
Gang
supporters.
gang.
And hi. And just all of our followers. And yeah, just a huge shout out to our supporters so far. And
Yep.
I am excited to continue doing this and I hope we can get some guests on. So if you guys want to come on, share a story. It could be funny, it could be terrible. If you have any kind of insight to dating, if you have any advice, I mean, literally anything, hit us up. Comment, like,
Yeah.
subscribe. Our contact
Yeah.
info is below. It's on our Instagram. I really need to get better about posting on TikTok. um,
Fair.
but I do. I really do. But everything is on our Instagram. It's on the description, the summary. You can like us, follow us, subscribe, email us, DM us. We want to hear from you.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. Love you
Okay.
all. We'll see you soon.
Woo! Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
Lindsay.
Bye.